Right now, as you're rewatching this, ice is building on power lines across 12 states. In the next 18 hours, over 15 million Americans will lose electricity. But that's not the worst part. The worst part? This is just the beginning. Behind this ice storm, a polar vortex is diving south, and it's bringing something we haven't seen in over a decade. Temperature drops of 50 degrees in 48 hours. Snow in places that haven't seen flakes in 30 years. And yes, I am talking about you, Texas, but here's what nobody else is telling you. In exactly 30 seconds, I am going to show you the 3 critical windows when this storm hits your area, the exact hour when conditions become life-threatening, and the one mistake 70% of people make that puts their family at risk. Stay with me because at the 5-minute mark, I'll give you the precise timeline for your city. Not generic information, your specific forecast. Whether you are in Atlanta, Memphis, Dallas, or Buffalo, you need to know when this hits you. Let me tell you something that happened 3 hours ago. The National Weather Service just upgraded ice accumulation forecasts. We are now looking at 3/4 of an inch to 1 full inch of ice in some areas. Do you know what 1 inch of ice does? It can snap a utility pole like a toothpick. It brought down an entire power grid in Kentucky in 2009. Some people were without power for 3 weeks. Comment below where you were watching from right now. Tell me your city, your state. I am tracking this storm minute by minute, and I'll give you personalized updates for your exact location. Here's what is happening right this second. As I am recording this, snow is falling across Oklahoma, Arkansas, and central Texas. But it's not just snow. We have 3 different precipitation types happening simultaneously. Freezing rain in eastern Oklahoma, sleet across Mississippi, heavy snow from Lubbock to Oklahoma City. Power outages have already started. Not thousands, not tens of thousands. We reapproaching 100,000 homes without electricity, and the worst hasn't even begun yet. Now, I need you to understand the sequence of events. This isn't one storm. This is a 1-2-3 punch that's going to knock the southern United States into a deep freeze that lasts until February 4th. That 11 days from now. First punch, the ice storm happening right now. Second punch, severe thunderstorms tomorrow with tornado potential. Third punch, the coldest air in 15 years locking in for a week and a half. You want to know when this affects you? Let's break it down state by state, city by city, hour by hour. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Some of you are going to face conditions tonight that are genuinely dangerous. Texas, let's start with you because you are getting hit from multiple angles. Dallas-Fort Worth, listen carefully. Right now, it is 8:00 in the morning on Saturday. You've got scattered precipitation, mix of sleet and freezing rain. But at 2:00 this afternoon, a second round moves in. This one is heavier, much heavier. Between 2 p.m. and midnight tonight, you are looking at continuous freezing rain mixed with sleet. Ice accumulation, 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. That's enough to take down power lines. That's enough to make every road impassable. Houston, you're in a different situation. You're going to stay mostly rain today, but tomorrow, Sunday afternoon, severe thunderstorms roll through. We are talking about a tornado threat. Discrete supercells could form between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sunday. Have your weather radio ready. Have your safe place identified. Austin and San Antonio, you are borderline. Today, you will see mostly cold rain, maybe some sleet mixing in tonight. But Monday, when that Arctic air crashes south, you are dropping into the teens. Pipes are going to freeze. If you haven't protected your outdoor faucets yet, do it in the next 3 hours. Lubbock, Midland, Abilene, you're getting the real deal. 6 to 8 inches of snow today and tonight. This is the heavy, wet, back-breaking snow. The kind that collapses carports. The kind that makes snow shoveling dangerous for anyone over 50. Starts mid-morning, peaks between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m., winds down by Sunday morning. Now let us move to Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, you are in the bullseye for major snow accumulation. 8 to 10 inches by Sunday morning. This starts at 10:00 this morning and doesn't stop until tomorrow afternoon. Heaviest snowfall rates between 4 p.m. today and 2 a.m. Sunday. We are talking 1 to 2 inches per hour during peak intensity. Interstate 44, Interstate 35 both become parking lots by tonight. Tulsa, you're getting 6 to 8 inches with ice mixed in. Your bigger problem is the ice. 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch accumulation on everything. Trees, power lines, roads. This starts around noon today and continues through midnight. Arkansas, Little Rock, you are looking at a dangerous ice event. From 2 p.m. today through Sunday morning, continuous freezing rain. Accumulation, 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. I cannot stress this enough. This is a catastrophic ice storm for your area. If you need to go anywhere, go now. By tonight, nothing moves. Fort Smith, similar story, but you are also getting sleet mixed in. That's actually better than pure freezing rain because sleet doesn't stick to power lines as heavily. Still, you are looking at very dangerous travel from 4 p.m. today through Sunday morning. Let's talk Louisiana. Shreveport, you're on the southern edge of the ice. Quarter-inch accumulation tonight into early Sunday. But here's your real threat. Sunday afternoon, severe thunderstorms, tornado risk from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday. This is a legitimate threat. We could see discrete supercells ahead of the main line. Baton Rouge and New Orleans, you stay mostly rain today, but Sunday, you are in the severe weather zone. Strong to severe thunderstorms, damaging winds possible, tornado threat from noon to 8 p.m. Sunday. This moves west to east, so Baton Rouge gets hit first, New Orleans a few hours later. Mississippi, let's go county by county. Tupelo, you're getting 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch of ice. This is worst-case scenario ice storm for you. Starts this afternoon around 3 p.m., continues through Sunday morning. Expect widespread power outages lasting days, possibly weeks in some rural areas. Jackson, 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch ice accumulation. Very dangerous. Same timeline, 3 p.m. today through Sunday morning. But then Sunday afternoon, you get the severe thunderstorm threat on top of it. Tornado risk from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday. Gulfport and Biloxi, you're mostly rain today, but those Sunday afternoon storms pack a punch. Tornado threat, damaging winds, heavy rain from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday. Tennessee, Nashville, you've got a complex setup. Snow this morning, 3 to 4 inches by noon. Then this afternoon, it transitions to sleet, then freezing rain tonight. Ice accumulation, 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. Your worst conditions are tonight between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. Sunday. Then Sunday afternoon, severe thunderstorms roll through. You're getting everything. Memphis, 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch ice from this afternoon through Sunday morning. Peak ice accumulation tonight between 6 p.m. and midnight. Then Sunday, severe weather threat 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Knoxville, you're getting an interesting setup. Sleet first this afternoon, then you get a warm nose of air that brings rain tonight. That actually melts what falls. You dodge the worst of this. But higher elevations east of you, they are getting hammered with ice. Kentucky, Louisville, 8 to 10 inches of snow starts late this morning, heaviest from 2 p.m. today through 2 a.m. Sunday. Interstate 65 becomes impassable by tonight. Bowling Green, you get snow first, 6 to 8 inches, then freezing rain moves in tonight. 1/4 inch ice on top of the snow. That's a really bad combination. Lexington, 6 to 8 inches snow, starts early afternoon, winds down Sunday morning. Let me tell you what's happening at the 3:20 mark in this video. Right there, we are going to see the exact moment the tornado threat becomes critical for the Deep South. But we are not there yet. Stay with me. Missouri, Springfield, you're getting crushed. 8 to 10 inches of snow starting late morning, continuing through tonight. Heaviest snowfall 3 p.m. to midnight. St. Louis, 4 to 6 inches north of the city, 2 to 4 inches in the metro. Starts early afternoon, winds down by midnight. Kansas City, URE on the northern fringe, 3 to 5 inches, mostly this afternoon and evening. Alabama, Birmingham, you're in the ice zone. 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch accumulation from late afternoon today through Sunday morning. Peak ice, tonight 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Sunday. Then Sunday afternoon, severe weather. Tornado threat 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Huntsville, 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch ice. Similar timing. You are also in the severe weather zone Sunday. Mobile, you stay rain today, but Sunday brings strong to severe thunderstorms with tornado potential. 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday is your critical window. Georgia, Atlanta, 1/4 inch ice accumulation. This might not sound like much, but in Atlanta, 1/4 inch of ice shuts down the city. Remember 2014? This could be worse. Ice starts falling around 6 p.m. today, continues through Sunday morning. Heaviest accumulation, midnight to 6 a.m. Sunday. Athens, 1/2 inch ice accumulation, much worse than Atlanta. Same timeline, but heavier amounts. Savannah and coastal Georgia, you stay mostly rain, but Sunday afternoon brings severe thunderstorm threat. Tornado risk 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday. The Carolinas, Charlotte, 1/2 inch of ice. This is a major ice storm for you. Starts around 8 p.m. tonight, peaks between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m. Sunday. Power outages will be widespread. Greensboro, Raleigh, Durham, 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch in spots. This is catastrophic for the Piedmont. Everything shuts down. Ice starts late tonight around 10 p.m., continues through Sunday morning. Asheville and the mountains, you are getting snow that transitions to ice. 3 to 5 inches of snow first, then quarter-inch to half-inch ice on top. That's extremely dangerous for trees and power lines. Charleston, Myrtle Beach, you stay mostly rain with some Sunday severe weather possible. South Carolina upstate, Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, you are getting hammered. Half-inch to 3/4 of an inch ice. Same timeline as Charlotte. This is a historic ice event for you. Virginia, Richmond, quarter-inch to half-inch ice, starting late tonight, continuing through Sunday morning. Roanoke, you transition from snow to ice. 2 to 4 inches snow first, then quarter-inch ice. Virginia Beach and Norfolk, you mostly rain with some light ice possible late tonight. West Virginia, you are getting significant snow. Charleston, 6 to 8 inches starting this afternoon. Morgantown, same story. The higher elevations get even more. 8 to 12 inches in spots with quarter-inch to half-inch ice on top in some locations. Ohio, Columbus, major snow event. 10 to 12 inches from this afternoon through Sunday morning. Heaviest snowfall tonight between 6 p.m. and 2 a.m. Sunday. Cleveland, 4 to 6 inches, starts late afternoon, winds down Sunday morning. Cincinnati, 8 to 10 inches on the southern side, 6 to 8 in the metro. Indiana, Indianapolis, 8 to 10 inches starting early afternoon. Peak snowfall tonight, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Sunday. Fort Wayne, 6 to 8 inches, similar timing. Evansville, your borderline, could be mostly snow, 4 to 6 inches, or could get freezing rain mixed in. Watch updates closely. Illinois, Chicago, northern suburbs get 2 to 4 inches, mostly this evening. South of the city gets less. Peoria, 4 to 6 inches starting this afternoon. Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, 10 to 12 inches. This is a major snow event. Starts early afternoon, heaviest tonight, winds down Sunday afternoon. Philadelphia, 4 to 6 inches, starts tonight, ends Sunday morning. Harrisburg, 6 to 8 inches, same timeline. Erie, you are getting lake effect on top of this system. Could see 12 to 16 inches total through Sunday. New York, Buffalo, you know the drill. Lake effect adds to system snow. 10 to 14 inches possible through Sunday. Syracuse, Rochester, 8 to 12 inches. New York City, 8 to 10 inches. Starts late tonight, heaviest Sunday morning, winds down Sunday afternoon. Albany, 6 to 8 inches starting late tonight. Michigan, Detroit, 4 to 6 inches starting this evening. Grand Rapids, 6 to 8 inches tonight into Sunday. Upper Peninsula, you are getting hammered. 12 to 18 inches in spots with lake effect enhancement. Wisconsin, Milwaukee, 3 to 5 inches this evening. Madison, 4 to 6 inches tonight. Green Bay, 6 to 8 inches tonight into Sunday. Now here's what nobody is talking about. After all of this, after the ice melts, after the snow is plowed, we enter Phase 3, the deep freeze. Starting Monday, Arctic air floods south. I am talking about air that originated over northern Canada, air that has been sitting over frozen tundra for weeks, and it's diving all the way to the Gulf Coast. Monday morning temperatures: Minneapolis, -15, Chicago, -5, St. Louis, 8 degrees, Nashville, 12 degrees, Atlanta, 18 degrees, Dallas, 22 degrees, Houston, 28 degrees. But it's not just one cold day. This pattern locks in. Tuesday, temperatures barely move. Wednesday, still locked. Thursday, still locked. This continues through February 4th. Daytime highs in Texas struggle to get above freezing for 5 straight days. That hasn't happened since 2011. And we all remember what happened to the Texas power grid in 2021. The Deep South sees overnight lows in the single digits and teens for nearly a week straight. Birmingham dropping to 8 degrees, Atlanta to 12 degrees. These are temperatures that burst pipes, that strain power grids, that create serious risks for vulnerable populations. Here is the pattern setting up. The North Atlantic Oscillation goes negative. That is the technical term for a blocking pattern that locks cold air over the eastern United States. And it's not budging. We might see another southern dip around February 10th. And potentially another late February into early March. This winter is not over. It's just getting started. Now, I promised you information about the severe weather threat tomorrow. Let me be very specific about this. Sunday afternoon, a line of thunderstorms develops across Louisiana and Mississippi. This happens between noon and 2 p.m. As this line moves east, discrete supercells can form ahead of it, especially across central Mississippi and Alabama between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. These discrete cells are the highest tornado threat. They are not embedded in the line. They are standalone supercells with significant rotation. If you are in Jackson, Mississippi, Meridian, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Sunday, you need to be weather aware. Behind the discrete cells, the main line arrives. This line can also produce tornadoes, what we call QLCS tornadoes, quasi-linear convective system tornadoes. They spin up quickly, often with little warning. The line moves through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia between 3 p.m. and 11 p.m. Sunday. Cities in the path: Shreveport, Monroe, Jackson, Meridian, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Huntsville, Nashville, Chattanooga, Atlanta. Timing for each: Shreveport 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., Monroe 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., Jackson 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., Meridian 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., Birmingham 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., Huntsville 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., Nashville 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., Chattanooga 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., Atlanta 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. The damaging wind threat extends farther east into Georgia and South Carolina. Winds could gust over 60 miles per hour with the line. Cities at risk: Atlanta, Macon, Augusta, Columbia, Greenville. Timing: 8 p.m. to midnight Sunday. This is on top of the ice storm. Some areas will still have ice on trees and power lines when these storms arrive. That's a worst-case scenario. Comment below right now. Tell me where you are. Tell me if you re-prepared. Tell me what questions you have. I am monitoring this constantly, and I'll respond with specific information for your location. Here's what you need to do in the next 6 hours, depending on where you are. If you are in the ice storm zone, get supplies now, not later. Now. You need batteries, flashlights, water, non-perishable food for at least 3 days. Fill your bathtub with water. Charge every device you own. If you have a generator, test it now. Get fuel now. If you in the heavy snow zone, same supplies, plus make sure you can heat at least one room if power goes out. Never use a gas stove or grill for heat inside your home. Carbon monoxide kills. If you in the severe weather zone tomorrow, identify your safe place now. Interior room, lowest floor, away from windows. Have your weather radio or phone alerts ready. One more thing that's critical: if you lose power during this event, do not use generators indoors. Every winter storm, people die from carbon monoxide poisoning. Generators go outside, at least 20 feet from your house. Protect your pipes. If temperatures drop below 20 degrees for extended periods, let faucets drip. Open cabinet doors under sinks to let warm air circulate. If you have an outside faucet, disconnect hoses and cover the faucet. For those in ice storm areas, stay off the roads. I cannot emphasize this enough. When ice accumulates to 1/4 inch or more, roads become ice rinks. Four-wheel drive doesn't help on ice. Nothing helps on ice except staying home. Now let me show you what happens after this storm clears. By Monday evening, the ice storm is over. The snow has stopped, but the temperatures crater, and they stay down. Monday night into Tuesday morning, we see the coldest temperatures of this event for most locations. Nashville drops to 6 degrees, Memphis 8 degrees, Little Rock 10 degrees, Dallas 18 degrees, Atlanta 14 degrees, Birmingham 10 degrees. Wind chills are even worse. When you factor in the wind, it feels like -10 in Nashville, -5 in Memphis, 0 in Little Rock, 10 degrees in Dallas, 5 degrees in Atlanta. This is dangerous cold for these areas. Frostbite can occur in minutes. Hypothermia is a real risk for anyone exposed. The National Weather Service has issued a high risk for hazardous cold from the lower Mississippi Valley through the southeast to the northern Gulf Coast from January 31st through February 1st. High risk means life-threatening conditions for vulnerable populations. Check on your elderly neighbors. Check on anyone who might not have adequate heat. This is when people die during extended cold snaps in areas not accustomed to this weather. The cold continues through the week. Tuesday, temperatures moderate slightly but stay below normal. Wednesday, still cold. Thursday, still cold. Friday, February 1st, still locked in the deep freeze. We don't see a warm-up until February 4th or 5th. That's when the pattern finally breaks and temperatures return to seasonal normal. But even after that, the extended forecast shows another possible cold dip around February 10th. The pattern remains favorable for southern cold air intrusions through late February. Some models are even hinting at a potential southern snowstorm late in this sequence, possibly late February into early March. It's too far out to have details, but the pattern supports it. What does this mean for you? It means winter is not over. It means this is not a one-and-done event. It means if you live in the South, you need to stay prepared through February. Let me give you the broader context here. This type of pattern, with the North Atlantic Oscillation negative and cold air repeatedly diving south, can persist for weeks. We saw this in 2010, when the South had multiple snow and ice events in a single winter. We saw it in 2014, when Atlanta was paralyzed by ice. We re-seeing it again now. Climate patterns are lining up for an active late winter across the South. If you're not used to dealing with winter weather, if you are in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, you need to adjust your mindset. This might not be the last time this season you deal with ice or snow. Stay subscribed to this channel. I am going to be updating this constantly over the next 2 weeks. Every time something changes, you will know. I'll post another update this afternoon with overnight details. I'll post again Sunday morning with severe weather specifics. I'll post Monday with the deep freeze forecast. This is a marathon, not a sprint. We are going to get through this together. Before we wrap up, let me give you 3 things to remember. 3 critical points that could save your life or your property. Number 1, ice accumulation of ½ inch or more will cause widespread power outages that last days. If that is your forecast, prepare accordingly. Number 2, the severe weather threat tomorrow is real. Have multiple ways to receive warnings. Have your safe place ready. Number 3, the cold that follows this storm is dangerous. Protect your pipes. Check on vulnerable neighbors. Never use outdoor heating equipment indoors. Comment below with your location. Tell me what you were seeing. Tell me what your concerns are. This community is strong and we help each other through events like this. Share this video with everyone you know in the affected areas. Get this information out. People need to know what's coming and when it's coming. I'll see you in the next update, and until then, stay safe. Take care of your family. Take care of your neighbors. Take care of your pets. This storm is serious, but if we prepare properly, we get through it. The next video drops this afternoon with overnight specifics. Make sure you resubscribed and have notifications turned on so you don't miss it. We're going to get very detailed about what happens overnight tonight, hour by hour. Remember, this is not about fear. This is about preparation. This is about having the information you need to make smart decisions for your family. Stay safe out there. I'll see you